on the next time. There we go. I've got a little bit. How much time do I have? About half an hour. all of the versions of those characters. Cool. I could have finished this ages ago. I had to take a break. It's a lot, right? It's a lot, this game. Even though it's all just like kind of it's all just mainly anime. And I'd honestly recommend playing this game weekly rather than the art is fantastic, especially all the backgrounds. I'd love to get a copy of them from my screens and stuff. But they're all like parallax and stuff. But yeah, there's Delinquent. I'd almost recommend playing this. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna pronounce that correctly. I need to. Lilithia.
Reboot complete.
Okay. There's more.
Universal control appears to be operating normally.
Things seem fine here as well. The terminal connected without any issues.
Sector 4 has come back online.
I'd recommend it. It's very anime.
After all that, I'm glad I gave you full control.
Tommy, I have to know. I assumed you'd hate me after everything. That you'd think me a monster.
I was alone after I shifted to the command ship, but in my darkest hour. Do you know whose ID I relied on?
Shu Amiguchi's.
Because no matter what form he takes, there's one man I've always counted on. It's you, Ida-kun. It's always been you. Don't you know that by now?
All I ever wanted was to be with you. If it's possible, I'd like to join you. Wherever you are.
You'd come here?
Yeah, thank you for joining me at the end of this.
But maybe it should wait until after all the sectors are back.
Is that all? I'll have it done in a heartbeat. You doubt me?
No doubts at all, Ida-kun. The man I fell in love with can do anything. The command ship is about to cross the horizon. It'll be goodbye. At least for another 14 hours.
Yes. But until we're cut off, could I hear you sing again?
Okay.
Hey, Macarena, say da ba da ba da ba da ba da da.
Look at that. Never thought I'd be back here.
Good morning, Heisenthal.
You really never cease to amaze me. So, how's life on the outside?
It's been 5 years since we exited the simulation. We now have 2 bases established above ground. Somehow, we've achieved some measure of stability.
We're in the most important park in the universe.
Operational. We're learning all kinds of new technology.
Oh, she doesn't have the bandage on.
Ryoko and I have a new project. We're looking into using the pods to recreate the people of this city.
We found research notes from Ryoko Shinonome, the genetic engineer. Now we know enough to manipulate genetic information. It's definitely possible. Don't you agree? Sounds familiar. From before the plan, right? I suppose she was working on something like that. So you want to use the pods to make AI into true humans?
I feel like that could be incredibly
I don't know when
dangerous.
we'll be ready. But even if it takes years, we want them to see the second Earth. We'd welcome them.
It'd be a miracle.
Well then, sounds like you're doing just fine. I guess I won't need to step in and lead you after all. I've heard a lot about you, Professor. Could we ask you to review our research? Well, I suppose you did win the bet. Fine. I can manage a peer review.
Thank you, Professor Morimura.
Is he back here too?
Yes.
I love that she
Mira
pets the
is also
rabbit.
here.
Then I'm going to have to visit him. We're family, after all.
Please, wait. Allow us to accompany you. Let's go, Ryoko.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people joining me for this final moments of the game. I think it's the final moments. It might never end. Yay! The real secret villain.
What's gotten into you two?
The Aegis Rim 2.
I just saw Natsuno-chan, and she was a crying mess too. I'm just really glad to see you, Miwako. What do you mean? I really, really missed you. You're acting so strange, Usami-chan. Hey, Miwa-chan. Let's go out to eat.
Crepes.
Any of your favorite places. Yeah, our treat. What? What's going on? Oh, Nenji-kun.
Hey, Miwako. Long time no see.
Most punchable
Whoa.
face.
Usami,
What?
this is how you used to look?
Why? Falling for me all over again?
Jeez, I forgot you used to be so... flat. Man, am I lucky you filled out.
You're such an ass. You know, I didn't forget you calling me Dogface. Screw you, Captain Pompadour. Anyhow, I'm not coming home tonight. So you better finish up and go. You're watching the kids. Kids? Whoa.
Break continuity.
Step over here, Miwa-chan. What was that about? Nothing. Usami-chan, come on.
If anyone's confused, there's far too much going on for me
Where
to
did
explain.
Edo?
Anime is happening.
No, he's never been great with this stuff. Antisocial as always, huh? He said he was gonna hang back and monitor everyone's pods. Oh well. Are you two saying you both have boyfriends now? What? No, of course not. Don't worry about all that, okay? Today's just for us girls. What do you feel like eating?
Well, there you go.
Nenji Okada.
All's well that ends well.
I want her... They're going to bring her into the real world and just never explain any of it.
I was inside your nano machines. Of course I'd be here. That's how I came out of the pod with you, too.
We'd never have come so far without you, Izumi-san.
That'd be terrifying.
After all you did to get the new facilities
You
up and
brought an
running.
evil AI cat into the
Come
real
on, man.
world.
Remember, I'm Kyuta Shiba here.
Got it. Shiba-kun.
Man, look at this, Juro.
Didn't you murder a bunch of people?
Everything's back how it used to
I mean,
be.
they're AI people, but didn't he murder...
Still,
He murdered...
definitely
Oh no, he didn't.
some inconsistencies.
Sorry, he's...
We basically
'cause the
forced
explosion
a reset to
killed
right
him.
before the disaster.
got blamed for
Don't
that.
worry too much, Juro. Inconsistencies aren't a big deal. Universal Control can handle that stuff.
I guess so.
My data's all in this place now anyway. So you're gonna be on your own from now on.
I know.
Oh yeah, almost forgot. The one I got today is gonna blow your mind.
Oh, the movies.
What do you say? Movie night?
But why not? They all fake.
Of course.
Churro.
Megami.
Wow. I guess I didn't realize how rugged you'd become in these last 5 years. You're so cute back here.
But you? You're as gorgeous as you always were.
Frickin' gross. Is that why you two came back here? To slobber all over each other? Barf. Cooing over each other like brain-dead lovebirds.
Izumi-san,
Cats don't
This
like
is
lovebirds,
so
do they?
boring.
please. Do you really have to act like that now?
Ah, fine. Guess I'm just a third wheel here anyway.
Shiba-kun, you should come over to our house later.
I'll have a feast ready.
You know I love that cat food.
You'd better show up tonight.
Nenji Okada.
Oh, Kitaro. Hey, Nenji. I certainly remember that hairstyle. Best one there is. You waiting for Natsuno? Yes, we're supposed to meet up here. Yeah, I can see it. Gonna be wrapped around her little finger for life.
Look at him. Okada.
Waiting for you.
Wajima.
Put 'em up, asshole. We're gonna settle this beef once and for all.
Wait, Wait a minute. Really? You've been waiting all this time? For me?
Yeah.
God damn it. This is the most beautiful shit I ever heard.
Aren't you like 10 years too old for
How's
school?
your problem?
Watch you, my dude. God, it's good to see you too, man.
I'm gonna punch your lights out.
Yeah, do it. Give me your best shot. Anything you want, man.
Hey, boss. I think he's crying. Oh, gata. You okay, man? You didn't eat something bad, did you?
Sorry to keep you, Keitaro-kun.
I guess this way they don't have to redraw adult versions
I
of
just
all.
had to stop by the lockers.
Your eyes are red. Were you crying?
Well, yeah, 'cause I finally got to see him again. Hey.
He was restored? With everything he had before the erasure?
It's BJ, all right. And he's got all his data.
Yay!
The same data that we're still using today. He's always been saving us.
We've only been able to return here thanks to you. We owe you so much.
I love you are the incredible ones.
Mira, how would you like to enter my nanomachines and go to the outside world?
You take me?
Yeah, BJ. I've got room for you in my nanomachines too.
Maybe. Let me think about it.
Well, for now,
Nanomachines.
should we get going?
So, where are you taking me today?
I'm taking you home. It's about time you met my parents. They've got to meet my future husband.
What? Right now?
Not-chan!
Yuki-chan, did you just get here?
Konatsu was so fussy today. Took forever to get into the pod.
'Cause Konatsu loves Mommy so much.
She looks just like you, you know? Spitting image of you when we were kids. When I look at her, sometimes I feel like she's as much your kid as mine.
Well, I don't know if I had any hand in it.
Anyway, I heard the news. Finally getting hitched, huh? Gotta say, Keitaro needs to unclench a little.
I'm just trying to take this seriously. This is a chance to take responsibility.
You definitely take it more seriously than somebody I know. Okay, so, when's the big day?
Well, for today, I'm just taking him to see my folks.
Wow, meeting the in-laws? Man, now that takes me back. I wonder how your mom's doing. Let's go see her.
What about you, Kun?
What about that sleazebag?
Yuki! Here you are.
Amiguchi-kun.
It's gonna be this for a while, isn't it?
on. We came out all this way and you're still mad? Nothing even happened.
Did you seriously hit on Shinonome-san?
After all this shit about always being on the ladies' side, too.
No, it was just some leftover crap from Tetsuya Ida's memories.
I don't want to hear it. Konatsu's all I need.
Yeah, you're right. I've been a real idiot. Now I've got a wife and daughter I'd give anything to see happy. I'd never find anyone better than you anyway. Not in this time, or any other.
Look, you can't smooth talk me. You don't get off that easy.
You know, I've been wanting to show you my place here.
Well, too bad. I'm going to Nachan's place. Let's go.
Give me a call later. I'll come pick you up on the bike.
Go
Why
on,
did the
Yuki-chan.
virtual reality world
You
have
should spend some
edges?
time with him.
Fine. If you really think so, Nachan. I'll give him a call. Maybe.
I mean, Japan's got edges already. You could have just used the natural boundary of the sea.
This is it, Tamal-san. See? It's been 40 years, but it's still the place we know.
Yes, this certainly brings back memories.
Sector 5 is almost restored too. When it's ready, we should take Keitaro back on a visit home. Just the three of us.
It makes me think, if we really came this far in just 40 years, then we can rebuild our future out there, too.
Hijiyama-kun! So this is why you left me behind? Sneaking off for a date? You must think you're a real playboy now.
Finally here, Okino? As usual, you're...
Oh my! How adorable! You're back in the Kiriko-chan dress.
What's the matter, Hijiyama-kun?
A dress isn't enough to get a rise out of me anymore. It's been 5 whole years, you know? I've come a long way.
You still don't get it? Come on, think about it. This is a virtual world. It's not just the clothes. I can be whatever I want here.
What? Wait, you don't mean...
Hey, check if you want.
What? You can't just tell me to...
What? Now, of all times, you lose that confidence?
You absolute cad! You know that's not the issue here. Ugh. What am I supposed to do?
My, Takatoshi-san. You really do like Okino-kun, don't you?
I don't know about that.
Well, this is a Takatoshi-san I'm not used to. A bit more dramatic these days, isn't he? Who might this be?
2 Tamao-sans?
Yeah. This is number 18.
So, she's the Tamao-san from the loop before us.
Her mind is housed inside this android. It's not like she's a stranger, so I brought her back too.
Ah, how do you do? So you're the other me. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, anyhow, no point just standing around here. Let's go outside. You seriously brought her here? This gross, shady old shack? I knew you were a lost cause when it comes to dates, but this is just sad. Or were you gonna jump her?
You really are positively shameless, aren't you?
Ah, well, I suppose I'd better step in. Here, if you want to know where couples go, I'll show you around. Number 18, Tamao-san's all yours.
We'll be just fine.
Wait a minute, what's all this about couples?
Come on, let's go.
Why should
Software is based on part of the work of the independent JPEG group.
Already.
I still don't quite understand.
That's funny.
I don't know what it was like for all of you, or...
It's a neat so if you look...
I just want to know what really
this is part of... oh no, it's not. Yeah, JPEG Mondays?
It'd be my pleasure to explain.
JPEG Wednesday.
It took an incredible amount of time, but what they achieved truly was a miracle.
Right, I don't know if that's the end or not, but I'll be right back.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What's up, Ms. Morimura?
So, what is this about? I hope you have an explanation, Juro.
It's about a promise. I told you I'd rescue you. You still remember?
Yes. I remember.
I know it took a while, but I was hoping we could have a fresh start.
A fresh start?
Yeah. Didn't we make another promise? We said once the dust finally cleared, we'd talk, right?
I remember that too.
There was one more thing. You probably don't remember this one, so I'll just say it again. I love you.
That I don't remember.
He was a cat for a while.
I remember being in love with you. I'd never forget that.
Everybody gets a good ending. I mean, apart from, like, millions of people died. But apart from them, everybody gets a good ending. The end. Let's see him again. Ending entry has been added to the events archives. Additional characters can now be viewed in the events archives. You can now restart each protagonist's story from the beginning at the protagonist selection screen. The 4th area of destruction has been unlocked. Yes, I shall save my game. Let's see. I'm going to let you go because I don't actually have time to continue. But I'm going to briefly look. So we haven't quite finished the analysis, frustratingly enough. So, yes, we can now look at the alternate names for everyone's, I see. The 2188 people. The different looped people. And the non-people. Anything else? The truth. Place they reside is now planet RS-13 Alpha, 1200 light years from Earth following the Virgo constellation. It's been 20 million years since the probes departed Earth. When terraforming of the new planet was finished, the cloning process from the DNA of the 15 began in the facility area of the city that the 15 believed to be reality was a simulated environment in digital space, while the reality, their true bodies, were gestating in growth pods. The nanomachines in their brains made their experiences feel real. These are the experiences of 15 children who ventured forth into an undiscovered land 20 million years after humanity initiated Project Ark. On the brink of extinction after a millennia wandering through space, they finally find a new home. The rental agreement. This is prepared by Tamao Android, which contains the simulated personality of Tamao Kurabe. Anything else? And we've got Sekigahara's motorcycle. Originally belonged to Morimura, but since Sekigahara is borrowing it from her, both Morimura and Sekigahara are registered user. Oh fuck! There's loads of them. Okay, so Juro, Chihiro, and Tsukasa were born in then. Sekigahara, Renya, and Ryoka were born in this era. Megumi, Chomi, and Shu were born in this era. Tetsuya, Ida, and Miyuki were also born but one loop before. Yuki, Natsuno, and Nanji were born in that era. Kaitaro, Takitoshi, and Tamao were born in that era. The dream is an instant that occurred one loop ago, and the person who killed everyone was Juro Izumi from... Oh no, he did kill everyone. There was a total of 6 deaths, which included Juro Izumi from one loop ago, Sekigahara, Ryoka Shinonome, Tsukasa Okano... Oh yeah, he did. He murdered a bunch of people. Yakushiji, Morimura. Hello, Uchi. I'm about to leave this, because it's 5 minutes to go. The first phase of the Space Initiative ends with the dispersal of countless probes carrying DNA of data of 15 individuals. The second phase ends when the terraforming of the new planet is completed. The final phase refers to the creation of clones based off the DNA data of 15 individuals, dormant until they safely arrive at the new Earth when they reach 20 years of age. Furthermore, the 15 clones spend their 20 years in virtual space while they undergo a special training program designed to provide vital knowledge for the final 2 years. You don't dream. It's not actually a dream. Okay, we know that, but a real event. Facility. In truth, it holds growth pods and computers that simulate virtual space. This facility was constructed on the planet after terraform phase was completed, built to last 5,000 years. Sector 5. Virtual space, created in order to pass culture and knowledge to humanity from the 15 individuals arriving in the new land. As is all of these sectors. Juro, Izumi, and Morimura were able to unintentionally skip the loop because Tsukasa Okano sent their data to Sector 0 when the world was about to disappear 2 loops ago. Since then, Sector 0 has been used as a means to skip the loop. It's actually allocated to the virtual world playback machine as a storage region for the massive data that makes up each virtual space. The satellite in orbit. Once the probe arrives at the new planet and creates the artificial satellite, it also creates a facility and the growth pods there. Inside the growth pods, all the DNA data is used to start the nurturing process of the 15 project members. Command ship monitors the surface facility so it can determine whether the final phase needs to be redone before any harm can come to these facilities. Universal control. All humans except for the 15 members are AI. Anything else? Worker. Originally transport drones for the construction material. Kaiju. Result of a program created by Ryoko Shinonome 2188 created an attack simulated world by utilizing the simulation game Deimos. She had done this to make sure humanity would not survive to see the new world. Force cooling device. device that was developed to prevent overheating. Hypercondenser is a condenser. It's good metal plates. I'm running out of time. So there's the ceramic armor. It's awesome. It's ceramic armor. Fuck it. A high defensive effect is achieved through the many layers of special ceramic armor. Has an overwhelming defensive capability compared to regular armor, especially against lasers, directional energy weapons, piercing rounds, and even explosive energy rounds. Counter: when the Sentinel is attacked, it will immediately counterattack. Depends more on the battle senses of the pilot rather than the automated system of the Sentinel. Shield repair. 4th generation Sentinel supports Matrix, modified version of the Shield Matrix. Medium-sized drones develop the Sentinel in electromagnetic field, while similar drones disperse to repair the damaged portions of the Sentinel leg spike. 4th generational Sentinel armament punctures the Kaiju's armor and unleashes an electrical attack directly within them by conducting a high voltage surge of electricity. Destroys the electrical equipment of the Kaiju through intense, violent vibrations of the metal molecules. Gravity missiles, 4th generation Sentinel armament based on the mechanical simulation game Dynamos. The Kaiju are drawn towards the point of the explosion with the gravitational force in Dynamos. This appears to be the equipable weapon called Black Hole. Multi-lock missiles. The missiles. Floating mine. It's a floating mine. Flare up torpedo. We're gonna get lazy and just look at the pictures. I'm sorry, because I genuinely don't have time. There's the mega gun. No, look at the pictures. Look at the picture, John. These are all the things we used in the fire game. These are cool pictures as well. It's a shame that I ran out of time. There's a fucking lot of reading though now. I see it. And we're more interested in the little stories. Well, I am anyway. A theory that Professor Yuki Takumi of 2188 advocated and implemented for Project Ark. The probes carry DNA payloads to keep the human race alive, and they self-replicate and repair using the natural resources mined from asteroids in their path. Through deep space, they continually build up and break down, even through any unforeseen accidents. As long as they proliferate themselves like living organisms, they'll eventually arrive at their destination. Loop. One loop ago refers to one loop before the current time. 2 loops ago refers to 2. The nurturing of the 15 members starting once terraforming of the new planet was completed, but the details of the terraforming's official end date are unknown. Therefore, the details on when the current loop began or how many passed before it are unknown. However, based on the stability of the facility, it's believed that there have been at least 300 loops leading up to this point. You see, that was kind of important. I kind of wanted to know that one. Dynamos code, a programmed code that was written in 2188, 20 million years ago during the heyday of an ancient civilization. 2188's researcher Ryoko Shinonome was sick of humanity and believed peace could only be attained through genocide. She was the one responsible for the code. Stupid plan. Stupid plan. Peace through genocide. It's poor. Didn't think that one through. Ida used DD426 note. Hopes that the Sentinel project would result in a failure. He'd given up on this world and wanted to start a new loop quickly. Automated factory. Most functions of currently automated factories take place online. Not only has the production time been drastically shortened, but due to the technological leaps of 2188, the potential range of products output is near infinite. Oh god, there's a policeman. He's an AI. Their AI. Their AI. Their AI. Their AI. AI. That Professor Jojo's AI. He was AI. Well, he's not. He's kind of important. He's removed from 2 loops ago. Tried to kill all the candidates 1 loop ago because they theorized Kaiju invasions would stop if the candidates for the decode control key were gone. That's what he looks like. That's him from 2 loops ago. Okay, yep, we know this. He's an AI. Do you have anything new? Okay. He's an AI. Yeah, we know the endings to all these characters, so that's kind of an important one, but I'm sorry, I'm out of time. Yeah, I could have just stopped going through this lesson and made it 98%. That's kind of frustrating, but I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for watching. I've been John Proxy. This is all going to go on my YouTube channel as well, if you wanted to follow on, see anything. It's the proximity. There's a link down in the doobly dude. I'm going to another stream, and I don't want to be late. I am already late. Damn. No, I've got like 40 seconds. Thank you very much. Farewell. Have a good one. This has been fun. Thank you for watching.